football fans, what's good? Honneur Stadium, your hype man on Diary TV, bringing you the electrifying highlights of the Women's African Cup of Nations 2024. The clash between South Africa's Banyana Banyana and Mali's Falconets. This Group C showdown in Oujda, Morocco, was a statement from the defending champions as the Bayanas smashed Mali 4-0 in a match that had everything: goals, drama, and pure South African flair. WAFCON 2024 is heating up, and this game was massive for Bayana's title defense, showing why they are the queens of African football. So grab your vuvuzelas, hit that like button, and let's dive into the action. Don't forget to subscribe to Diary TV for more football fever. Alright, let's set the stage. July 14th, 2025, and we are at the Honneur Stadium in Morocco, where the scorching heat, 35 degrees Celsius, it was no match for the fire on the pitch. South Africa, the reigning WAFCON champions from 2022, faced off against Mali, a gritty West African side looking to upset the apple cart in Group C. Banyana Banyana, coached by legendary Desiree Ellis, came into the final group stage match already qualified for the quarterfinal, sitting pretty with 4 points from a 2-0 win over Ghana and a 1-1 draw against Tunisia. Mali also has 4 points, and they needed a result to secure their knockout spot, making this a do-or-die affair for the Falconets. This wasn't just any other game. It was a chance for South Africa to flex their championship, the pedigree, and also send a message to rivalries like Nigeria and Zambia, with stars like Hildah Magaia and Jermaine Seoposenwe leading the charge, and Mali banking on their disciplined defense. This match and stage was set for a blockbuster. So let's break down the key moments that made this 4-0 win one for the history books. Firstly, let's talk goals, fam. Banyana Banyana came out swinging and Mali just couldn't handle the heat. Here is how the net was rattling. Goal 1, Hildah Magaia in the 12th minute. Oh my god, Banyana didn't waste time. Just 12 minutes in, Motlhalo danced through Mali's midfield like she was one at a Soweto party, slipping a perfect through ball to Hildah. The Gaslow City star took a touch, looked up, and bam, released a low-driven shot from 20 yards that screamed past Mali's keeper, Assasa Teron, and into the bottom right corner. 1-0, and the vuvuzelas were buzzing. Motlhalo's high-scored finish set the tone, and it showed why she was the heartbeat of the team. Goal 2 from Jermaine Seoposenwe. Hold up, because it gets better. Banyana were not done in the 28th minute. Lobohang Remalepe celebrating 100 capped. What a legend. She whipped in a pin cross from the right. Jermaine, the Monterrey maestro, timed her run perfectly, ghosting past Mali's defense and volleying home from 6 yards. 2-0, and Mali were shocked. Seoposenwe in her final WAFCON was playing like she had a point to prove. That chemistry with Remalepe was so elite. Goal 3 from Bambanani Mbane. Second half, and Banyana turned up the heat. After a cross-kick chaos, Mali failed to clear up their lines, and who was there to clean it up? Bambanani Mbane, the sundown rock. She powered a header from Fikale Magama's delivery, leaving no chances. 3-0, and the stadium was a sea of green and gold. Mbane has been a clutch performer, and this goal was just pure grit. Goal 4, Hildah Magaia, the cherry on top. Hildah, the 2022 WAFCON Golden Boot co-winner, came off the bench and sealed the deal. A quick counter-attack saw Jane split Mali's defense with a killer pass. Magaia scored as Heights dinked the ball over the untrusting, and went for a 4-0 lead. That is how you put a game to bed. A return from the hamstring injury was huge, and this goal screamed that Banyana are here to stay. 4 goals, 4 moments of magic. Banyana were clinical and Mali had no answers. Now let's talk about the heart-stopping moments that really kept us on the edge of our seat. This game wasn't just a one-way traffic. Mali had their chances and Banyana's defense had to stay sharp. Mali's heli scare in the 8th minute. When Mali came out, they came out fighting, and in the 8th minute, their striker Fatoumata Diarra almost pulled off a stunner. She latched onto a long ball at pace Karabo and fired a rocket from the edge of the box. Dlamini, Banyana's ball in goal, really pulled off a world-class save, tipping it over the bar. This is why she's a Sundown legend, people. Then in the 35th minute, Banyana was hungry for more before halftime. Seoposenwe, who was on fire, cut in from the left and caught a beauty towards the top corner. Mali's keeper stretched like she was in a yoga class, getting fingertips to it and pushing it onto the crossbar. That was so close. The crowd was losing it. In the second half, Mali tried to push. They didn't roll over. Midfielder Aicha Konate unleashed a long-range screamer that had Kathleen Swart subbed in at halftime, scrambling. The ball clipped to the post and Banyana's defense breathed a sigh of relief. Mali really showed heart, but luck wasn't on their side. And then, late in the game, Motlhalo nearly had a second goal. She waved through 3 defenders, vintage leader, and clipped the keeper, but Mali's captain, Fatoumata Diarra, cleared it off the line. Talk about a last-pitch effort. This moment showed Mali's fight, but Banyana's class shone through. Now, every big match has drama, and this one had its own fair share. Let's break down the controversial moments from this game that really had fans buzzing. The penalty shout denied at the 20th minute. Mali thought they had a lifeline when Diarra went down in the box after a challenge from Bambanani Mbane. The ref waved play on, but Mali's bench was fuming. VAR checked it and the decision stood the same, no penalty. Social media blew up and some fans were calling it a soft call, although others were saying that Mbane got the ball. So what is your take? Drop it in the comments. Another controversial moment was the red card for Mali at the 78th minute. Things really got heated late in the game and Mali's Aicha Konate, frustrated by Banyana's dominance, launched into a tackle on Osole's Senane, catching her ankle. The ref went straight to VAR and boom, red card. Konate was off and it left Mali with just 10 players. That was harsh, right? Maybe, but you can't go in like that. This really shifted the momentum firmly to Banyana. Then in the 50th minute, VAR overturned Banyana's goal. Early in the second half, Banyana thought they had gone 3-0 up when Owine smashed one in from a free kick. The stadium erupted, but VAR checked in and had other ideas. An offside call on Hildah Magaia had in the build-up shocked it off. Banyana's fans were not happy about it, but the replay showed that it was tight. Do you think this was a fair call or a robbery? Let us know below. These moments had the crowd roaring and the group chat popping. Drama is what makes WAFCON so special. Plays that really turned this match into a Banyana's masterclass. The tactical shift at halftime. Coach Desiree Ellis is a genius, you all. At halftime, with Banyana 2-0 up and Mali still threatening, she switched from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1, bringing on Hildah for Bane. This gave Banyana more control in the midfield and unleashed Magaia's pace on the counter. Mali couldn't really cope with the change and Banyana dominated so easily in the second half. Next was the substitution that sparked fire in the 60th minute. Their coach Ellis didn't stop there. She threw on Rodel Donnelly and Nolana for Rifilo Joan and Andile Dlamini. Fresh legs, fresh energy. Donnelly's run really stretched Mali's defense and was what set up Mbane's header. These subs were game-changing and it kept Banyana relentless. And then last but not the least, the momentum swing after the red card. That red card to Konate was the final nail in Mali's coffee. With 10 players, Mali sat back and Banyana smelled blood. Magaia's goal 4 minutes later came from exploiting the extra space. It was a classic case of Banyana pouncing on their opponent's weakness. These moves show what Banyana are the champs: tactics, depth, and heart. Now, where does this leave us? As of July 14, 2025, Banyana Banyana has stormed into the WAFCON quarterfinal, topping Group C with 7 points after this 4-0 rout. Mali also qualify as a runner-up, but they will need to regroup after this lesson from the champ. Banyana's next opponent is still to be decided, but with Nigeria facing Zambia in the quarters, the knockout stage is going to be wild. Posts on X are buzzing with Banyana's love, with fans calling Motlhalo the penalty queen and Magaia the comeback kid. That's it for Diary TV's breakdown. What a performance we had from Banyana Banyana tonight. 4-0 and a pure class. Drop your thoughts in the comment. Who do you think was your player of the match? Can Banyana go back to back? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notification and join us for more WAFCON actions. Organikara as always signing off. Let's keep living the impossible. WAFCON 2024.